The southern Caucasus, rugged mountains and remote valleys. Both sides fought hard for control of the highways. This roadside memorial commemorates an Armenian victory. Vulo Arzamanyan took part in the fighting as a member of Armenian separatist forces. He's no longer a soldier, but he still drives a military vehicle.
We were defending our homeland, our churches, our cemeteries, our soil, and our families. We didn't want a war.
Stepanakert is the capital of the self-proclaimed Republic of Nagorno Karabakh. These are the government offices. The Republic's flag is similar to Armenia's. There's no point putting the Karabakh travel visa in your passport. The Republic has no official status.
Being a minister of non-recognized country, I am more free in my works. I have no big need to follow all the norms of diplomatic protocol.
Vulo often leaves the capital, traveling east to visit his younger brother, who's just signed up to serve in the volunteer forces on the front line. One of every 6 residents of Nagorno-Karabakh serves in the armed forces. The enclave is more like a military zone than a republic. Anushavan was once a competitive athlete, a wrestler in fact. Now, at the age of 40, he's a military recruit. He doesn't care if the pay is poor. He wants to protect his country just like his brother did before him. We're about 15 kilometers away from the front, the demarcation line that separates Armenians and Azerbaijanis. The troops have dug in. They've set up tin cans on a tripwire to warn of possible intruders. There are trenches, barbed wire, and landmines. There are even military Bibles in camouflage covers.
The enemy is particularly active at night. They've got snipers. You can see the troops moving around. They fire at us and we fire back. That's how we hold the line.
What kinds of weapons do they have?
I can't say for sure.
All kinds, huh?
Yeah, various kinds.
The Azeri troops are hunkered down behind sandbags about 200 meters away. There's gunfire here on the front line just about every day. Not far away is the village of Varanda. Only ethnic Armenians live here now, including Boris and his family. The Azerbaijanis who used to live here were forced to leave, and their homes were destroyed. It's unlikely they'll be allowed to come back.
We'll never let them back. We shed blood for this land. We've died for this land. There's no way we can forgive the Azerbaijanis. During the war, they killed pregnant women and young children.
Just outside Stepanakert is the capital's new airport. Construction of the facility was financed by Armenians who live in the US, France, or Russia. One of the air traffic controllers explains how the equipment works. The various flight paths appear on this monitor. But there are no takeoffs or landings here. Azerbaijani troops have threatened to shoot down any aircraft that tries to land in this place. So the only way to travel to Nagorno-Karabakh is the one highway that's still open. There are a few military trucks on the road. It's a tough job to bring in supplies for both soldiers and the civilian population.
We will take all the necessary steps. We will start to speak about peace, not the war. We believe that there will be not the need to buy additional ammunition.
Anushavan and Vulo are taking a day off from the front line. They're visiting their mother and preparing shashlik, a popular Caucasus dish. It's made with potatoes, meat, and tomatoes. Vulo talks about the war and the atrocities he says were committed by the other side. He can't forget what he experienced on the battlefield. Afterward, they'll drink to their fallen comrades. One of their brothers was killed in the war 22 years ago. On both sides of the border, tensions are high, and peace and reconciliation seem a long way off.